Imagine a sports league on the brink of its biggest moment, with rising stars drawing massive crowds, yet facing fierce backlash from its own players over leadership and fairness. Sounds like a recipe for drama, right? That's exactly the storm brewing in the WNBA right now, as Commissioner Cathy Engelbert steps up to address the heat. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this just a clash of egos or a wake-up call for real change? Let's dive in and unpack it all. Step by step. So even if you're new to the world of women's basketball, you'll get the full picture. In a candid press conference in Las Vegas, just before the WNBA Finals kicked off, Engelbert tackled the recent wave of criticism head-on. She acknowledged the hurt feelings among players who felt unheard and undervalued by the league, and by her personally. I was truly saddened to learn that some athletes believe the WNBA, and I, as its leader, don't care about them or pay attention to their voices, she shared. If the women playing in the W don't feel respected and cherished, then it's clear we need to improve, and I need to lead that charge. Engelbert went further, emphasizing her deep passion for the league, the sport, and every player who brings it to life. No one should question how much I care about this organization, this incredible game, and each individual who makes the WNBA shine, she insisted. She stressed that the league welcomes input, embraces constructive criticism, and is dedicated to those tough, essential dialogues that help everyone grow stronger. And this is the part most people miss. These conversations aren't just talk. They're the foundation for building a better future, like how open feedback in other sports has led to rule changes that make games safer and more exciting. This wasn't Engelbert's first chance to speak publicly since the uproar began. Earlier in the week, some of the league's top talents, including Minnesota Lynx superstar Napheesa Collier, had unleashed sharp critiques during their season wrap-ups. Collier, in a no-holds-barred exit interview, called out the WNBA's leadership bluntly, declaring it the worst in the world. For context, if you're not familiar, the WNBA is the premier professional women's basketball league in the U.S., and these stars are like the MVPs of their teams. Think of them as the rock stars of the court. Adding fuel to the fire, the Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA. That's the big contract outlining salaries, rules, and rights between the players' union and the league, is set to expire at month's end. This timing makes the tensions even trickier, potentially straining negotiations and risking disruptions like strikes. One major gripe from Collier centered on what she saw as uneven officiating, where referees sometimes let games get out of hand, affecting fairness and safety. Engelbert responded by noting ongoing talks with the Women's National Basketball Players Association to steer clear of any work stoppages, and she even planned a one-on-one meeting with Collier soon. Collier didn't hold back, pointing out the league's use of sustainability as a buzzword to justify not boosting player pay. But what's really unsustainable, she argued, is maintaining a top-notch product on the court while officials let chaos reign in games. She highlighted how fans, coaches, and everyone in the sport witness these issues nightly. Yet leadership often just slaps on fines and ignores the pleas for fixes, which she labeled as neglect. This echoes debates in other leagues, like the NFL, where officiating controversies have sparked major reforms to keep the game fair and thrilling. Her frustration stemmed partly from a personal incident, an ankle injury during a rough play in the semifinals against the Phoenix Mercury, which sidelined her. Her coach, Cheryl Reeve, faced a suspension after criticizing the refs post-game. Engelbert announced a new initiative to address this, a task force involving players and other key voices to evolve officiating alongside the league's growth, prioritizing safety and competitive excitement. It's like forming a committee in a classroom to improve rules based on student input, ensuring everyone feels heard. Collier also recalled a February meeting with Engelbert about pay gaps, especially for rookies like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Buevers, who are raking in huge revenue for the league, but earning modest salaries in their early years. I asked how she'd address that, Collier said, and her reply was that Caitlin should be thankful for her $16 million off-court earnings, since the WNBA platform made it possible. She added that Engelbert suggested players should be grateful for the media rights deal she secured. But here's where it gets controversial. Engelbert pushed back strongly, calling these accounts disheartening and full of inaccuracies. I absolutely did not say those things, she clarified, focusing on Clark as a game changer. Caitlin has transformed this league, representing it brilliantly and attracting millions of new fans. Clark, sidelined much of the 2025 season by injury, weighed in at her Indiana Fever exit interview. I respect Napheesa a ton, and she raised some spot-on concerns, she said. People need to grasp this. Strong leadership is crucial right now at every level. This is the WNBA's most pivotal era ever. It's been going for over 25 years, and we must seize it. The influx of young talents like Clark has sparked a popularity surge for the league, which has historically struggled for attention. Those in power have a duty, including me, Clark added. We must ensure the sport thrives, from CBA talks to player care, setting it up for long-term success. Her teammate Sophie Cunningham, also injured and out early, was more blunt in her interview. There are folks in high positions at the WNBA who excel at business, but they know nothing about basketball, and that's something that has to shift, she stated. It's a bold claim that could divide opinions. Are business savvy and basketball expertise mutually exclusive? Or can they blend for better results? The WNBA Finals kick off tonight with Game 1 between the Phoenix Mercury and Las Vegas Aces at Michelob Ultra Arena in Nevada. As the league navigates these choppy waters, one thing's clear: change is in the air. But will it be enough? What do you think? Does the WNBA leadership deserve this criticism, or is it a necessary push for progress? Do you side with the players on officiating and pay issues, or see Engelbert's side in building sustainability? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear differing views and spark a real discussion. CNN's Jill Martin contributed to this report.